Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Arpita and I live in northern Germany, but I'm originally from the city of Joy, Kolkata in India. And every year we celebrate Durga Puja festival in autumn, or what we call in Bengali Sharad Mash, typically in the months of September or October. The main celebration lasts for 4 days, but honestly we wait for it all throughout the year because it is the most beloved time of the year for any Bengali. Calling it just a festival would be unfair because it's also been recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity. And when you look at the scale of it, how many goddesses are crafted, how many temporary art installations called pandals are built, the numbers are simply unbelievable. For example, in Kolkata alone, there are around 3,000 pandals each year and 45,000 all around West Bengal. But to me, Durga Puja is much more than numbers. Living abroad in a land of different cultures, this festival becomes a way to reconnect with friends and family. In my childhood, I have my fondest memories with grandparents, friends, and family in Durga Puja. And to me, in childhood, Durga Puja meant school holiday, gifts, lots of food, new clothes, and playing with friends. The meaning of it changes over time, but the essence still stays the same. A very interesting thing about it is that each pandal has its own interpretation of the deity Durga, who comes to visit her home with her children every year and on her way defeats the demon Mahishasura, a symbol of evil. She's a manifestation of strength. Maybe that's why I feel so refreshed and courageous after Durga Puja, ready to lead my life abroad away from my loved ones. She really fills up my cup. One of the days I also visited the Rajbari, which is ancestral mansion of a renowned artist. Back in the days, Durga Puja couldn't be celebrated in every household. Only the big affluent Rajbaris would host it, and everyone, including less privileged people, would enter these ancestral homes for food and celebration. Nowadays, it's different. Almost every household in Bengal celebrates Durga Puja in some way, but the historical significance of the Rajbaris remain. That's why I always visit a Rajbari every year, and to be honest, nothing matches Bari Puja. We also visited a very special celebration held on a boat over the Hooghly River with the beautiful backdrop of the Howrah Bridge and so many wonderful cultural performances. On the final day of Durga's return to her husband's home, we observe a beautiful ritual called Sindoor Khela, where all the married women apply Sindoor to each other and to the goddess, celebrating the spirit of marriage, sisterhood, and the bond with Ma Durga herself. Honestly, this is my favorite ritual from all the 4 days. Right after Sindoor Khela begins one of the most emotional moments of Durga Puja, Visarjan, or the immersion of the goddess idols into the river. The idols are carried through the streets with drums, dancing, and chanting as thousands gather to bid her farewell. The air feels heavy with emotion and a mix of joy, devotion, and the bittersweet feeling of letting her go. Of course, we end up with the best food you can get here, Kolkata's biryani. The 4 days fly so fast, and when Durga Puja ends on Dashami, a sadness looms over the city, just like a family mourning the departure of their beloved daughter. I left on the same day too. Perhaps somewhere I could feel how Durga feels, saddest at leaving, but joy in the memories and her promise to return again. That's why we say, Ashche bochor abar hobe. If you like my vlog, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye.